All right, Rocket Pass 6 is out, and that means so is the new car, the Nomad. Look at this sucker. It's a giant van. So let's go ahead and purchase it, and then we're gonna try it out today. So most of this thing's decals you can preview in the Rocket Pass window, but the ones that come with it you can't see unless you buy it, so I thought I'd show you those. First one is Flames, which I think might be the best one. We have Lightning, which is really cool too. The headlights get like a little outline. There's Stripes, which is actually just stripe. And then there's Wings, which I like too. I think we're going to go with Flames, and then maybe before the second match, we'll pick another decal. All right, so we're going to try this car out in 4 main areas. 50-50s, dribbles, power shots, and aerials to see which one feels the best in this car and just kind of how it feels in general. So, the first thing you'll notice about this car is it is huge, and that is because it has something unique about it. It is actually the Merc hitbox. There's never been a Rocket Pass car that's been the Merc hitbox. Oh man, like ever. So, actually the Merc hitbox is fairly recent anyway. There's only 3 cars that even have the Merc hitbox. And this, the Nomad, is one of them. So that's pretty cool. What that means is that the Nomad is really tall. Like even taller than the Octane. The Merc is effectively like a skyscraper hitbox. It's like very tall, but also pretty thin. So that'll probably factor in, I would guess. Ooh. No, man, I thought I had that one. The 50-50 seemed like it was okay, but I was actually more underneath it than I thought. If I was guessing, I feel like 50-50s would be what I would expect would be the best in this car. We shall see. This car is so unique. There's like nothing else like it. I'm already kind of like getting attached to it in a sense. Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. It's like so tall that ball should have gone over my car, but it didn't. All right, here we go. Power shot. Boom. Dude, the front of the car is like so easy to hit stuff with. The front of the car is really important for strong hits like power shots. The corners are also important too, so we'll try and get a corner hit maybe and see how that feels. But the front of the car, it's just, because it's the Merc hitbox, it just feels huge. Like, it's like you're driving a bulldozer and like you run into somebody and they can't do anything about it. Oh, it's great. Unfortunately, it doesn't make me any better at Rocket League. Aerial? Ugh. That was just a bad aerial. We'll need some more aerial experience in this game to be able to tell. Oh, that just felt like the corner. Oh wait, dribble? You saw that 50-50, didn't you? You saw it. We're watching this 50-50. It's not a 50-50. It's the Nomad. Dude. Because this car is so tall, it's really easy to get the ball like over their car if you just do like a regular 50-50. That's kind of like that's the advantage that the Octane has over the Dominus, is like, because the Octane is taller than the Dominus, you can usually just like push it past. But the Nomad has that advantage over the Octane. Oops. That was not a very good power shot. I feel like it fills out the hitbox pretty well. Ugh. Okay, I tried to find the corner there and I couldn't. That's not what you want. No, I did it again. This car's huge. So we really need a dribble, but it's going to be hard to get a dribble where we not only have boost, but we have space. Those two things can be hard to... Oh, wait. No! Why did I hit that away from me? Oh, here we go. Hey, that was a decent flick. Flicks are an important part of dribbles because it's, I think I've said this before in other showcase videos, but flicks are like all about finding the center of your car. And with a new car like this, sometimes it can be kind of hard, but that was like first try. So that was pretty nice. Oh, I tried to find the corner again. Oh, it went in. That's cool. But yeah, I'm struggling a little bit to find the corners on this car. Yeah, I think that was just the side. He thought he could 50-50 the Nomad. Nope. Just nope. Another 50-50. Entirely in my favor. Power shot. Yeah, once again, easy to find the front, like the nose of the car. Hard to find the corner. There we go. The aerials feel a little bit clunky, and I'm not sure if I'm just like, if it's just because I'm missing or if it's the Nomad itself, you know? He's like, oh, I'm the Octane. I can 50-50 this in, right? Nope. Just nope. Oh dear. Dude, the 50-50s are just ridiculous. All right, let's try a dribble again. Oh, that was not very good. Not very good of a catch. And because the Merc is so tall, that actually might be a theme with dribbles. Because dribbles, to set one up, right, you got to get it on the top of your car. And if the car is taller, like with a Dominus, I might have been able to put that on the top of my car there. But because the Merc, or sorry, the Nomad with the Merc hitbox is so tall, you don't get, you can't like slide under the ball as easy. The advantages, of course, are 50-50s and like those half volley shots, you know, when the ball is bouncing and you just like drive into it at the perfect moment. Like, oh, I guess he's not gonna let me do it. Like that kind of. Oh no! No. It was gonna be overtime. Oh, phooey. Anywho, so the tall hitbox of the Nomad is definitely a double-edged sword. Yeah, like I definitely would have been able to get that on top of my car if that was the Dominus. But you know, if you don't do dribbles a lot, then maybe the Nomad is perfect. So before we hop into our next match, there's something else unique about the Nomad that I want to show you. Oh yeah, this is a Nomad decal. There's a lot of them. But look at this. It's an antenna, technically. Like up in the top right, it says limited antenna. But that is crazy. That is like super unique. It doesn't work on any other car. It's only for the Nomad, which is pretty cool. And probably the Nomad GXT too. While we're here, might as well just show you the Nomad GXT. It's pretty much just got a spoiler and then some like cool air intakes and like some more sturdy headlights and stuff. Pretty cool. Anywho, just to show you what like animated decals might look like on the Nomad. I can't try every single one, so I'll just pick like Dissolver, I guess. But one thing about the Nomad is you'll notice there's a lot of space like underneath the jet stream there, and that's the case for like a lot of the decals that have lines in them. So like Wyvern, you can see like that extra line down there of the orange. Same for Dune Sweeper. There's like an extra part of the decal that you don't see on like any other car. So that's actually also kind of unique about it. Has a lot of extra space on the sides for decals. So on these car showcases, we always like to do a homemade hitbox test, which is where you just go into free play and you turn your car over on its sides to see the hitbox. And you can see how close the visual of the car lines up to the ground. And you'll notice the side of the Nomad is very close, which is actually pretty important because the Merc hitbox is skinnier on the sides than like the Octane. And then the top looks like it collides into the ground a little bit at the back. So like the bunny is actually slightly above the hitbox, I guess. So that's interesting, but it's pretty close overall, and that's important. But let's look at the front here. The front's always the hardest for me. So it looks like it barely goes into the ground at all. Whoa. That is crazy. You can see the full front windshield. Oh, wow. Okay. Dude, this thing fills out. This is like 100% of the hitbox. It's basically a box, right? I guess we should check the back too. Whoa, the back is actually... Usually the back like goes way into the ground because the back is like less important. But this is actually pretty close. You can even see the headlights. Wow. Dude, this thing... You can pretty much just see the hitbox with this car, which is really good for a Merc hitbox because most people aren't used to it, actually. All right, so we got one more match to figure out what this car is best at. And I think so far, the front runner is definitely 50-50s. Maybe the close second, I don't know if it's that close, is power shots, specifically with the front. I did do some training a little bit, and I was able to kind of find the corners eventually. Oh, dude, look at how big the car is, though. Ooh, Grand Champ. That's pretty cool. But, like, it's so big that even when I jumped, I was still actually able to get there and hit it. I mean, that really just speaks to the 50-50 nature of the car. It's just big. Yeah, look, another one 50-50. It's almost like an expectation. All right, we haven't really done much aerials, so let's try an aerial. Maybe a pinch. It started as an aerial and it turned into something else, but dude, this guy is pretty good. Wish I could do aerials like that. But yeah, this is what I mean with the dribbles. It's really hard to get it on top of your car, but once you do, like, it was falling off of my car and I was still able to side flip it at the end here. Like, great. Yeah, look, it hadn't even touched the ground. So it's like, it's kind of an in-between thing there. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about that. It shouldn't be like a surprise. And yet somehow. Boom. I'm slowly revising my opinion. The aerials are just, I don't know. I mean, I just kind of, that was almost like a half flick there. And I don't know, maybe the trick with the Nomad is you don't try and get it on top of your car. You just try and pick it up enough to where you can just bop it once. I don't know. That was kind of an aerial. And like the front of the Nomad, again, it feels so good. It's definitely one of the best parts about the car. Is that like front nose. Ooh. Alright. Oh, that's a dribble move. That's a dribble move. I think that move dribbles up a little bit. Again, I don't know if anything can beat 50-50s really, but honestly, the way the aerials and the power shots have been, I don't know. I've made a lot more shots with dribbles than I have with aerials or power shots. And part of that is just me, obviously, but some of it is the car. Oh, look at that. I won another 50-50. Is it even a contest at this point? Maybe the real question is, what is going to be second? Because I don't think anything can beat 50-50s. They're just too good. Oh yeah, there I actually kind of had the corner a little bit figured out. Aerial? Oh, that was just a bad aerial, but... He made the mistake of forcing a 50-50 against the Nomad. Imagine. Yeah, that's the only way you can beat the Nomad up close, is you gotta keep the ball away from it. That's the only way. Oh man. I don't know, I'm starting to figure out the dribbles. That was a terrible flick. But I got the ball on top of the car the first try, so that was nice. Oh, let's go aerial challenge. Dude, aerial challenge is definitely the Nomad shines there. Anything that has to do with 50-50s, it's comfortable with. The weird thing about the aerials is you kind of feel like a giant bowling ball in the air. It's like, basically you don't feel very precise. Because it's hard to be like, oh yeah, that's the front edge, or the front left edge, and that's the nose, and that's the... It just all kind of feels like one... Ooh, that was close. It feels like one just big mass, you know? With some of the other cars, particularly like the long flat cars, you kind of feel like there's some precision there. Oh, he's setting up for an aerial. That's perfect. Oh. It's perfect if I got there earlier. Aw. Alright, one more try at an aerial. Let's get a big boomer. And then... Yeah. I don't know. I think the aerials are probably my least favorite thing with this car. Ooh. I'm gonna have to put dribbles above power shots. The power shots did feel good, and the dribbles did have problems, but the thing was, like, once you get the ball on top of your car, you just have so much space to work with. And it actually feels all right. All right, there you have it. 50-50s are the winner. They are the thing that feels the best in this car, the most comfortable thing. I would say dribbles are the second, despite how hard it is to get it on top of your car at first. Like, the dribbles feel like really nice. The power shots feel really good if you are hitting it with the front of your car. Corners are great too once you can find them. Takes a while. And then aerials are like hardly even worth mentioning. But what that tells me about this car, 50-50s being good, dribbles being good, power shots being good, that says to me grounded play style. So if you have a grounded play style, you enjoy staying on the ground, like juking people, you know, breaking their ankles and stuff, then I would recommend that you try this car out. It definitely feels great for like the 50-50 game for sure. And dribbles, of course, too, are a lot more fun once you get it on top of your car. But yeah, it's definitely worth trying if you have a grounded playstyle. I really like how they have been like putting out a bunch of like different and unique cars. Like the Merc hitbox is never used, and they put out a rocket pass car for it. It's really cool to try. So if you really just want to like try a new hitbox, you know, maybe you don't like the Merc for some reason, and you don't like the battle bus, which is the other Merc hitbox, and you want to try something more normal, I guess, then this car could be worth trying for you as well. But I think that that's going to do it for this car showcase. I hope you enjoyed. I really like trying out these new cars, so it's a blast for me to try it out and share all the info with you guys. And I hope that the info was useful to you if you're thinking about getting the Rocket Pass and maybe this car. There's a lot of cool stuff in the Rocket Pass. I recommend looking at all of it, all of the stuff in game. There's particularly Nomad decals. There's a lot. I feel like there might be the most decals for like a Rocket Pass car in any Rocket Pass. But that's just like a hunch. I don't know for sure. Anyway, so that is going to do it for this episode. And we'll catch you next time. Later, later.